Oh, what is the upskis, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GX WrestleCast. There we are. Forgot what show we're doing a little bit. We're on episode 167 of my wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I give out my 3 stars of the week, awarding my 3 favorite matches. And when there's a pay-per-view, I will be doing a separate pay-per-view review, but we're in the clear this week, at least, I think. So let's dive into the Monday Night Raw recap. We're still in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for the Raw after Crown Jewel, and we kick it off with Liv Morgan, Dirty Damn, and Raquel Rodriguez arriving to the ring. Liv celebrating the big win at Crown Jewel. Instead of a big belt, it is now a nice, suitable ring. So that's way better than carrying a 500-pound belt that's around the size of Liv Morgan. So yeah, there you go. Nice ring. That works. We get Morgan safely trash-talking Rhea Ripley now that Ripley will be gone with injury after breaking her own face. Liv may not be safe against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, who enter the chat. Jade challenges Liv and Raquel to a match whenever, however, whatever. Liv is like, "Daddy, chill. What's wrong with you?" Liv says Bianca and Jade's friendship is fake. Oh, snap. Adam Pearce arrives, tells the women to calm down. That's a bad move. Never, ever do that. Bianca smacks the shit out of Liv, not calming down at all. That was a hell of a slap, by the way. Thumbs up. Oh, just whacked her. Pierce announces a number 1 contenders battle royale for a tag title shot right here, right now. Like I said, that was a hell of a slap. That was so loud, it connected, that's for sure. And an entertaining opening segment. Liv is just friggin' awesome right now. What do you think about that? When she said that, oh my god. She's on fire, man. She is just smooth and she is just rolling right now. She has really found a groove right here, and I can't get enough of Liv Morgan. Tell me that 2 years ago, I would have laughed at myself, but here we are. We get to that number 1 contenders battle royale, bunch of women in the ring, and chaos ensues. Chance and Carter with a risky top rope dive. It pays off, taking out numerous women. Dawn is eliminated first. Selena using a 619 to eliminate Ivy Nile. That was badass. We get PFC with multiple eliminations. They get busy trash-talking Liv Morgan, losing focus. They both get taken out by Jade and Bianca. We get to the final 4. It is Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Jade and Bianca face-to-face, a little foreshadowing here for a future match at some point. These two are going to clash, and it's going to be amazing, but we get a little teaser right here. No contact, no physicality, just staring. Liv and Raquel eliminate the tag champs, leaving Io and Lyra as the final 2. Io and Lyra fighting on the apron. Io counters with a gnarly German suplex onto the apron. Lyra is eliminated. Io Sky wins the Battle Royale and earns a title shot versus Liv Morgan. Hell yeah. Very well done Royale thingy with lots of fighting between the women's tag team division. Lots of brewing storylines through that one. Nice to see PFC back in action. I feel like they've been gone for a little while, but they were looking really strong at points throughout this Battle Royale. And Chance and Carter also looking good at the early stages. 7 out of 10. Good stuff. We get New Day. They are arguing with each other again. This gets cut off by a disturbing video of The Miz being interrogated by Bo Dallas. Bo seems to be a couple French fries short of a Happy Meal, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't seem okay. He's speaking some wild madness to The Miz. I have no idea what he's talking about. A spooky Wyatt Six member grabs Miz. I think it's Loomis, but he's spooky looking. He comes out from the shadows, grabs The Miz, and the video cuts off. So Miz is in a little bit of hot water right now. He's not in a good place, and hopefully he makes it out. But now we get the New Day. It's Kofi and Xavier versus the War Raiders, Ivar and Eric. Eric Nasty full Nelson into a knee to the neck. Ivar flattens Woods on the outside. New Day, they mount a slight comeback, but the miscommunication between them allow War Raiders to come back. They hit the clothesline suplex combo for the W. New Day all over the map right now, man. Can't decide what the hell are they doing. They're good 1 minute, the next minute they're fighting with each other, and they're good again. It's getting a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. Just figure out what the hell they're gonna do. Like, clearly they want something more for Xavier Woods. Rather, he breaks out on his own. He turns on Kofi, turns heel, and gets into something bigger for himself. But at this point, they've been teasing this for like fucking 6 to 8 months or something. It's like, let's just do the thing. If you're gonna do it, let's just friggin' do it and get it over with. But the War Raiders looking awesome since their return. A solid, quick tag match. We get Sami Zayn using the local language to open up his promo. Crowd absolutely loves it. They're going fucking nuts. Thumbs up for Sami and the crowd. Sami wants to address the bloodline situation, but Jey Uso makes his way to the ring using the stage. He isn't going through the crowd doing his crazy entrance. This saddens me. We get Jey Uso gets right to it, asks Sami if the haluva kick on Roman was an accident or not. Jimmy Uso comes out, asks Jey, what the heck is wrong with you? Of course Sami did it on purpose. Duh. Sami said being reunited with the Usos and Roman felt pretty oozy, even though it only lasted for a second before drama ensued. Sami tells the Usos he's out. He is out, and he leaves. Jey invites Sami to SmackDown to hash things out. Jimmy says Sami ain't family. What's the point? Jey disagrees, says Sami is family. He's Sami Uso. Sami likes this. Little smile, but, stop being a dillweed. Fucking Jimmy Uso. What's wrong with you? Let Sami back in. But yeah, pretty good segment right here. Especially Sami Zayn, man. Absolutely. I can't believe how he spoke so good with the language. Like, damn, dude, where do you get the time to learn that? Well done. We get Seth Rollins' interview, gives props to Bronson Reed for giving him one hell of a match, and they will have another one in the near future, but Rollins is focused on getting the World Heavyweight Championship back. I think this was, direct footage from after Crown Jewel, because that's pretty much exactly what he said. I think it was the same footage. It doesn't matter. Moving on. We get Dragon Lee with Selena versus Chad Gable with Ivy. Lee immediately dumped on his head with a suplex. He's alright, he's okay. Dragon back body dropped off of the apron to the floor. That's a nasty bump. Lee hits a mean stomp off of the top to Gable's chest. Chad responds by humming Dragon hard into the corner and some stiff-ass chops. Gable ridiculous avalanche suplex. Hits a cliffhanger DDT. Pin with the foot on the ropes, but Selena is there to save Dragon from the shenanigans. Rey Mysterio shows up. Gable tries to steal Rey's mask. Lee hits Operation Dragon on the distracted Gable for the big dub. That was a damn fine match right there. Oh man, really stiff, and Chad Gable, my goodness, bringing out his inner Kurt Angle. Just an amazing performance right there. That avalanche suplex he did, that looked just like Kurt Angle. And he even slipped up a little bit, and he still managed to nail it. My goodness, Chad Gable is ridiculous. I want more, and we might be getting some more. Obviously, with Chad Gable's group and LWO having some beef. I like this. 7.5 out of 10. We have Gunther interviewed backstage, slightly disappointed he didn't defeat Cody Rhodes. Gunther shifting focus to his new potential opponent in the Fatal 4-Way, and we get to that match right now. In the main event, Fatal 4-Way, Damian Priest versus Dom Mysterio versus Sheamus versus Seth Rollins. Winner gets a shot at Gunther. Rollins on fire, hitting dive after dive. Dom in control, taking it to Damian Priest, my goodness. Sheamus goes on a backbreaker spree, hits Dom with a diving knee. Seth nails Dom with a pedigree, sets up the stomp, but Bronson Reed arrives looking for some Seth Rollins. Bronson fights off Priest and Sheamus with tsunamis. Seth gets tsunami through the friggin' announce table. Oh my, thumbs up for that. Dom takes advantage of the carnage, hits Sheamus with a frog splash, pins, and Priest is there to break it up. Aw. Dom flies into a wicked south of heaven, pins, and wins is Damian Priest. Really good main event right there. Dom hanging in there with the top stars because you know what? He is a top star. Whether you like it or not, Dom Mysterio is a main event guy. Sheamus having good moments, firing up the crowd. Bronson Reed looks like a beast in his freaking little cameo that he had there. And I love his new nickname, the Auszilla, because he's from Australia and he's big like Godzilla. So they combine the words for Auszilla. 7.5 out of 10. Gunther arrives to have a stare down with his next challenger, Damian Priest. Not gonna lie, didn't expect Damian to win that match. I thought for sure it was gonna be Sheamus, but that's fine. A great follow-up Raw after Crown Jewel. Awesome that they're still in Riyadh. That crowd is still super electric from Saturday. They're just going nuts. Thumbs up for them. Great crowd. Liv Morgan is on a roll. I'm excited for her match against Io Sky. And good for Io getting a shot. That's also nice. New Day continues to be up and down. Like I said, that's getting a little bit annoying now. Wrestling very strong throughout. Gable and Dragon, that was a fucking throwback to like Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio back in the day. That's the kind of wrestling that got me into wrestling. Battle Royale and the Fatal 4-Way were really well done, pushing storylines and rivalries forward. This is a banger show. 8 out of 10. And now we go to the land of NXT, which moved to Wednesday night this week so they can go head-to-head with Dynamite. And let's see, it's a pretty big show because they're in Philadelphia this week in the land of ECW, the land of hardcore and all that crap. So let's see how good this NXT was. We're kicking it off with a hardcore match. This is a good sign. It's Lola Vice versus Jada Pinkett with special guest referee Dawn Marie, an ECW legend. We get Lola spinning back fists a chair into Parker's face. That made me giggle. Jada fills the ring with chairs. Lola Three Amigos Parker onto the chairs and tops it off with a DDT onto a chair. Thumbs up for that. That was awesome. And that's what you get, Jada. You bring in all the chairs, you're going to take the bump on the chairs. Now we get ladders entering the equation, placed in the corners. Parker ass dive off of the ladder, putting Lola through the ladder. Damn, that's another thumbs up. That was wicked. Lola puts a trash can over Parker, starts lighting her up with spin kicks. Lola smacking Parker with a kendo stick. Then Jada hums a trash can at Lola and gets revenge with the kendo stick. Lola slammed onto the edge of the steel chair, bending it. That was... Lola, chokehold locked in. Jada smashes a real fake brick into Lola's face. Didn't look that good. You know, the brick kind of just shattered into little clay pieces or whatever the fuck it was made out of. We get Vice. She kicks out of that somehow. Parker ends it with a running hip attack for a big statement win right. Yeah. Perfect way to kick off the ECW themed NXT with a hardcore match and people getting bricks in the face. Hell yeah. Very good brawl between Lola and Paka. Captured what made ECW awesome, I think, at least in modern times. You know, there's no fire, thumbtacks, barbed wire, or blood, or anything like that. But still, I think they captured it. Really good use of weapons. The brick, though, that did not go over very well. If they had some blood or something, like if you crack someone over the head with a brick, there's got to be some blood. No blood there. So, yeah, I think the blood would have really made that an effective spot. Other than that, kind of fell flat, but still a really good fight right there. 7.5 out of 10. We get Ethan Page and Ridge Holland say there will be no tables in the tag match versus Bubba Ray Dudley and Trick Williams later tonight. We'll see about that one. Kalani Jordan gets a pep talk from the ECW legend, Rob Van Dam. Kalani is fired up, as you should be. RVD blindsided by Wesley with a chair attack. Oh, hell nah. And no one saved Rob? Like, what the fuck? Tony D and the family greeted by ECW legend Nunzio, who is pissed at Tony for not calling him back. This disrespect will not be tolerated. Nunzio got a match for Rizzo versus Nikita Lyons, and Tony will defend his North American title versus Nunzio tonight. Whoa, that I did not see that one coming. That's awesome. We get Wes Lee versus Javon Evans up next. Javon, wicked super Rana counter, gets fired up. Lee stiff super kick, poison Rana, cardiac kick combo. Javon kicks out all that. Wes grabs a chair, argues with the referee. Javon rolls up Wes, gets a near fall. Javon, lovely cutter, but Wes smartly rolls to the outside. So smart. Javon dive. Wesley deflects the dive, deflects Javon into the announce table. Oh, baby, that looked painful. Thumbs up for that. Wes with a chair again. Out comes RVD to stop the shenanigans. Javon springboard cutter and nails a frog splash 3/4 of the way across the ring. Pins Wesley for the dub. Good match right there. Definitely got some chemistry in the ring between Wes and Javon. Wes brings out the angry in Javon, so that's nice to see that emotion getting dragged out of Javon. Should be getting a good program right here between Wes and Evans. Yeah, 7 out of 10. We get Ava Rain declines to speak with Eddie Thorpe for the second time in a row. Ava is just too damn busy right now with the big show going on, and Eddie is flustered. We get Ava Rain in the ring now with her stooges, Stone and... is it Tony Parker? I think that's her name. Stone says New York and Boston fans are more hardcore than Philadelphia. Stone seemingly like wanting to die tonight in Philadelphia, trash talks the Philadelphia Eagles. Lights go out, and out of nowhere, it's ECW legend Rhino nails Stone with a gore. And yeah, that was just a little bit random entertainment. Was there even an announcement made from Ava? I don't even know what the fuck the point of that was, but yo, Stone, you gotta watch your mouth, man. Don't be trash talking Philly fans like that in Philadelphia. You might not make it out alive next time, but that was some entertainment right there. Thumbs up. We get Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson trash talking the Dream Team, Vakur, Julia, Zarya, Kalani, and Jordan Grace. Again, are you looking to get your ass whooped? There's only 2 of you, and you walk up to like the 5 baddest women in NXT and you trash talking? Whew. All right, tag match up next. It's Ethan Page and Ridge Haaland versus Trick Williams and Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba vintage punches and elbows allows Trick to leap off of his back for a double clothesline. Pretty cool. Trick hot tag hitting Booker T sidekicks and a bookend, gets a near fall. Bubba saves Trick from the Ego's Edge. Holland rolls up Trick and pins the NXT champion. Oh, snap. Entertaining tag match right there. Bubba, still a solid performer in the ring, gets the job done. And it wouldn't be a Dudley appearance without some with them. So they do that. And how about a table? There are no tables. That's fine. Devon Dudley to the rescue. Brings his own table from home. Ethan double chokeslam through the table, and everybody happy. So there you go. Thumbs up for that. We get the tables with the Dudley boys. So many cameos. This is awesome. We move on. It's Lennox and Ashante hanging out backstage. Carmen Petrovic arrives angry that Ashante cost her match last week. Tells Ashante to stay away. Ashante tells Carmen she was never his number 1, and he knew it was her birthday last week, and says happy belated birthday. Carmen is shocked Ashante knew her birthday. Please, Carmen, do not be a simp and fall for this trap right here from Ashante. If you do, I will not be happy, and I don't know if I could ever be a fan of Carmen Petrovic if she falls for this crap. I don't like the storyline going on. It's making Carmen look stupid. It's, kind of just, I don't like it, man. I don't like the storyline, just Ashante treating women like they're objects and toys and stuff like that. How is Ashante going to get his comeuppance if it's fucking Carmen? Like, she's going to have to find another guy and then have him attack her. Maybe it's going to be Lennox. Maybe he decides, I'm going to be the good guy and treat women nicely. But I don't give a shit about this storyline right now, and it's prominent on every NXT for at least 5 minutes, and I just don't care. North American Championship match up next. Tony D'Angelo defends with the family versus Nunzio with Tony Mamaduke. And the award for most Italian name goes to Tony Mamaduke. Nunzio nails the Sicilian slice. Hell yeah. Tony kicks out. Nunzio brings in a crowbar but gives it up to the referee. Tony Spinebuster ends Nunzio's night to retain. Just awesome right there to see Nunzio versus Tony. The match wasn't like anything crazy. It was all it needed to be. I love the sell from Nunzio when he takes the Spinebuster. He just held up there for a long time and he makes a funny face. Tony and Nunzio shake hands and celebrate together. Nice moment. We get William Regal wishes Lexis King, well, and all that stuff. William's real son, Charlie Dempsey, arrives. Regal tells No Quarter Catch Crew the tag division is wide open. Born in Heights need to capitalize on that right meow. All right, so again, we don't know if William Regal's going to hook up with No Quarter Catch Crew. He definitely seems to have more interest in Lexis King right now. Why doesn't Lexis just join No Quarter Catch Crew or something? We move on. It's ECW legend Francine in the crowd to watch the main event. 10 women tag team match. It's Nyx, JC Jane, Henley, Cora Jade, and Roxanne Perez versus Kalani Jordan, Stephanie Vacour, Julia, Zarya, and Jordan Grace. Vacour is smashing Nyx's head into the mat with her knees. I just love that move. All 10 women start brawling in the ring. Crowd is loving it. They're going nuts. Thumbs up for that. Kalani moonsault dive wipes out all of the baddies. Jordan Grace, nice corner splash and a double power bomb with Zarya. Jackson and Legend show up. They are taken out by Julia and Vacour. Cora Jade, big dive, wipes out the Dream Team. Hell yeah, Cora. Zarya, friendly fire, accidentally spears Jordan Grace. Oh shit, that might not be good. Zarya counters Pop Rocks, nails the F5, pins the NXT Women's Champion, and the Dream Team wins. Woo! Awesome main event right there, showcasing some of this absolutely stacked women's division right now. Holy jumping is it ever stacked. Zarya spearing Grace, that could lead to a dream match between those two. Probably later rather than sooner, but they got some shit to work out first. But yeah, that's a good tease. Vacour and Julia are going to have to get revenge on Lash and Jakara for that interference, so they'll probably move on to that. Kalani and Grace stood out for me in this matchup. Crowd loving it all throughout. Banger. 8 out of 10. And that is the end of the show, and a banger ECW themed show in the home of Extreme Philadelphia. Crowd was awesome. The ECW Legend cameos were fucking awesome and plentiful. They had everybody out there. Bubba and Nunzio having matches, that was super fun. I really do wish RVD had a match. I was a little saddened to see him not do a 5-star frog splash. Women, though, they stole the show on this fucking night. Hardcore match and the 10 women tag match were very, very good, if not great. Made the show awesome. 8 out of 10, banger NXT. We head over now to SmackDown in Buffalo, New York, and they kick it off with a major announcement. I've been hearing rumblings about this one, hearing this rumor going around, but I didn't want to believe it until it was official, and it's now official. Elimination Chamber is coming to Toronto, baby. They're coming to the Sky Dome, and I'm going. I am going. Don't have my tickets yet. They're not on sale, but I'm going, and it's going to be awesome. I cannot friggin' wait. I have not been in the Rogers Center before where they played a baseball. Not really a baseball guy. But yeah, dude, I'm excited as fuck to see this show. Hopefully everything goes good and I get to go with a group of friends and my wife and we can have a big fun time. I can't wait. Hopefully that is going to happen and be awesome. March 1st or 2nd, I think that show is. Can't wait. So that's awesome. We get Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso grand entrance. Roman gets cut off by Jay's grand entrance and shocked at Jay's arrival for some reason. Like, you knew he was coming, bro. Why are you so shocked? Jay brings out Sami Zayn, and after 10 full minutes of entrances, we are ready for words. Sami apologizes for kicking Roman. Zayn truly believes that Roman Reigns still loves him. That was fucking hilarious. Sammy on a different level right here. Roman cracks a undeniable smirk, and Sammy's calling it out. Fucking hilarious. Sammy says they can all be family again. Roman just needs to apologize to Jey Uso. Roman says it is a waste of time. Sammy ain't family. Roman demands Solo to come out to the ring. Fatu on screen tells Roman to be at the Solo acknowledgement ceremony. Backstage, Roman is rude to Jey and Jimmy. That's strike one for Roman being a dick. Jey will let this one slide. That's what he says. Long drawn out segment right here, but, entertaining and just sensational work from Sami Zayn. Absolutely the MVP of all of this. Yeah. We get Bayley versus Candice LeRae up next. Bayley, nice spinning sidewalk slam. Candice fakes an injury, tries to catch Bayley, but it's Candice caught with a roll-up. Bayley picks up the W. A fine, quick match. We get Motor City Machine Guns catching up with old friend Johnny Gargano. Ciampa shows up, grills Johnny for speaking with the enemy as DIY look to reclaim the tag team gold. And Ciampa is in a bad mood. He's bad mood Ciampa right now, and that makes me happy. We get Randy Orton says he's going to end this shit right now, calls out Kevin Owens to the ring whilst ripping up his own shirt in anger. Randy, you gotta be careful with that. Calm down. Owens arrives wearing a Kevin is right t-shirt, just excellent. Brawl breaks out, Kevin hits the banned pile driver on Orton. Randy needs to be stretchered out of the ring. Oh, you a bad man, Kevin, you a bad man. So hey, a couple of isms getting scratched off the list in this one segment alone. We get the pile driver. They don't do pile drivers in WWE no more, so we got that. And instead of medical facility, they called it a hospital. Wow, awesome shit. We get DIY. Gargano and Ciampa versus Pretty Deadly, Wilson and Prince in a tag match. Ciampa, very angry, smashes Prince's face into the announce table a bunch of times. Gargano wants to tag in. Ciampa ignores it, hits the fairy tale ending, winning the match all by himself. That was pretty damn impressive right there by Ciampa, looking like the NXT champion version of Ciampa. He's angry, he's on a mission, he is focused, and Johnny Gargano, he might be dead weight right now to Ciampa, and I'm wondering if they're going to revisit the unbelievable rivalry that Ciampa and Johnny had in NXT, where they were originally tag team, they were DIY in NXT, everything was amazing, they had this big, epic, nasty breakup, and it led to numerous amazing matches between these two, and I'm wondering if we're going to do that again, but on, SmackDown, on the main roster. I would love that. We get Nia Jax angry with Tiffy. She got a match made against Jade and Bianca tonight. Tiffy wants to get the tag titles, convinces Nia it's a good idea. Candice, trying to slide into Nia's good books, gets denied by Tiffy. So they're trying shit with Candice. She's trying to get in there, but I don't know if she's gonna crack it. She's just not very popular. We get Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. Bianca hot tag running through Tiffy. Jade and Nia face off, throwing bombs at each other. Candice shows up, causing a ruckus, angering Tiffy. Bianca nails Stratton with the KOD for the victory. Really solid matchup. Bianca, really strong performance. She was fired up. Really good stuff from her. Nia and Jade teasing a big match. At some point, these two are going to clash. I still feel like they're protecting Jade. She's still pretty green. I don't think she can really run a singles match all by herself, though I did see it in AEW. She was able to have good matches with the right opponent by herself, but right now she is very much so sheltered in a tag team with Bianca. We get A-Town Down Under, Waller and Theory versus Motor City Machine Guns, Sabin and Shelley. So I thought they were getting invited to the Waller effect, but I guess it's a match instead, so okay. Shelley, real fake, injures his leg during a dive to the outside. Sabin roll up into an illegal Waller flatliner, because he just came in and nailed that move. He was not the legal man. Sabin avoids Waller's elbow. They hit the skull and bones, and with Shelley, Motor City Machine Gun win. Quality, competitive tag match. Waller and Theory, some nice sneaky tactics, and the Guns' good, resilient performance. Randy Orton medical update. Apparently he has suffered a cervical injury, so that doesn't sound good, and I imagine he'll be written off TV or something like that for a little bit to heat up what Kevin Owens is doing, make him more of a bad man. Oh, you hurt Randy. No one hurts Randy, so you're a bad man, Kevin. We get the Street Profits. They announced they will face the WWE Tag Team Champions Motor City Machine Guns next week. DIY, but mostly Ciampa, are pissed off. Nick Aldis unveils out of nowhere the Women's United States Championship. Whoa! Great news for the women's division. They really could use another singles belt. The United States Championship, kind of wish it was a different championship, like another Intercontinental belt or something like that. Because, I don't know, it just covers more continents. U.S. belts, only United States. So, anyway, it's the same design as the men's. It's just got the white strap. It looks good. But yeah, thumbs up. Really nice to see the women's division getting more championships, and hopefully they'll get more time on TV. We get the Tribal Chief Acknowledgement Ceremony with Solo and his bloodline. Roman Reigns arrives to the ceremony. Solo wants Roman to acknowledge him. Roman asks Buffalo what they think, and it's a hard no. No acknowledgement. Roman agrees and won't acknowledge, but instead challenges Solo to a match, and the winner is the only tribal chief. Solo declines, says he's already the OTC. Solo makes a challenge for Roman to find 4 members to go to war with. Oh shit, what a tease. Roman confused because Solo only has 4 members. Solo reveals his 5th member, and it's his dog, Sami Zayn. Oh no! Bloodline attack Roman. The Usos arrive to help. Sami is just watching everything go down from the stage. Solo calls Zayn to the ring to kick Roman in the face. Sami delivers a haluva kick to Solo Sikoa. Oh, hell yeah. Roman hits a spear on Uso, Sami, and Roman. Fingers up all together again. Oh, baby. Bloodline versus Bloodline in War Games. Oh, that is going to be so friggin' awesome right there. Can't wait. Well done moment. Big match announced. And it's going to be awesome. Thumbs up. Good way to end the show. Big storyline moment and a big match made. Solid storyline, heavy SmackDown, but, wrestling a little back burner, but it was solid enough throughout. Nothing bad. Just nothing really stood out to me. I do like what's developing with Ciampa and Gargano. I am hoping we get a retelling of their amazing NXT rivalry they had years ago. Kevin dealing a big blow to Orton, and Orton looks like he could be written off TV for a little bit here. We'll see how that goes. New singles title for the women's division is awesome. I'm really hoping that Selena Vega is the first winner of that one. That would be great. Really good stuff from the Bloodline this week. A little drawn out, but still, it was good. Sami, though, was phenomenal. What a performance for him this week. Thumbs up for Sami. 6.5 out of 10 for the SmackDown. And now we head to the land of AEW. Dynamite in New Hampshire going head-to-head with WWE's NXT. Let's see who's better. It's the Hurt Syndicate. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP, dressed to impress, make their introduction to the AEW audience. MVP listing off the many accomplishments of Bobby and Shelton Benjamin. MVP says accepting a business card from the Syndicate could change your life. Decline, and it could ruin your life. Oh. Swerve arrives, chain in hand, challenging Bobby Lashley to a match at Full Gear. MVP is like, yeah, sure, that's fine, sounds good. And yeah, pretty good introduction for the new Hurt Business. MVP, smooth on the microphone as always. Swerve and Lashley, that shall be an interesting match. And a big test for Bobby's first opponent, first match in AEW. If it will be his first match, that's still a few weeks away. So he might have a tune-up match or something before that. But yeah, good start. Hurt Business pretty much just continuing what they were doing in AEW. Now the Syndicate, I like it. We get Claudio and Pac with Wheeler Yuta versus Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin, who reveals himself diving off of the entrance tunnel, taking out Blackpool Combat Club. That was dope. Thumbs up, Darby. Claudio manhandling Orange with gut-wrench suplexes. Darby crazy coffin drop to the outside, takes out Pac. Darby nailed with a Pac avalanche brainbuster. Orange hot tag stun dog code red combo with Darby. Orange punches all around, and Moxley and Shafir arrive. They boot the referee out of the ring by literally kicking him in the face. He's done. Fuck you, Brinsberg. Match is disqualified as BCC attack continues. Darby beats the shit out of BCC with a skateboard. BCC comeback overwhelmed Darby. Claudio viciously throws Darby into the ring post, and my goodness, fucking Darby with the helicopter cell, like, oh, nasty, nasty landing there. Mark Briscoe arrives to chase away the Blackpool Combat Club, and a really fine match. Too bad Moxley and friends ruined it, because it was a really good match going on. Pac, awesome selling throughout. Darby, reckless bumping, 7 out of 10. And at this point now, the Moxley interfering with like every single match starting to get a little exhausting. We get the Hurt Syndicate with Ricochet. Good luck, Hurt Syndicate wishing Ricochet good luck in his match later. MVP will be watching Ricochet work. All right. We had a trios tag match. It's a fight with no honor, meaning no disqualifications. It's the conglomeration Briscoe, Ishii, and O'Reilly versus Learning Tree, Jericho, Big Bill, and Brian Keith. Jericho and Ishii crash through the tables immediately. Keith and O'Reilly crash through tables, and Bill says, "Hold my beer," chokeslams Briscoe through a ladder. My goodness, thumbs up for that. That looked painful as hell. Briscoe wins the chair duel with Jericho. Big Bill is whooping O'Reilly around the arena. Kyle locks Bill in a guillotine, and they both crash through some tables. My goodness. Briscoe nails Jericho with a J-driller, but doesn't pin. Instead, Jay sets up Chris on a table, climbs the ladder, and nails a beautiful froggy bow through that table. Thumbs up for that. Ishii comes in hot with lariats, nails a brainbuster on Jericho, pins the Ring of Honor champion for the W. Banger of a chaotic, no DQ match to kick it off. Tons of weapons, so many weapons, big spots, strong style striking, hell yeah, lots to like. And let me ask this question. How is Big Bill not running this bitch right now? The dude is 7 foot tall every single day of his life. You can't teach that. He is over, bro. Like, Big Bill is popular. He's solid, good enough in the ring. Like, his matches are fun to watch. He's got this big, powerful offense. He can talk on the microphone. Like, he is good on the mic. Like, what are you waiting for? Fucking send this guy to the moon. Like, he is over, man. Like, he should be leading this group right now. Like, he should take over for Chris Jericho and just, yeah, man, Big Bill is ready. What are you guys waiting for? 8 out of 10. We get Moxley calls Darby Allin a disappointment backstage, spits more poetry, and then leaves the building. Well done, Moxley. We get Adam Cole, baby, versus Malachi Black. Cole nails a stiff anti-air super kick. Cole goes for the knee, but runs right into the end spinning back kick. Adam kicks out of that Malachi, and the crowd is stunned. Cole nails the Panama Sunrise and a super kick. Malachi tries to sit up, so Cole just kicks Mr. Black in the face again. Malachi, feeling a little woozy over here, sits up. Cole again nails one more kick, pins Malachi for the win. And that's number 2 out of 3 for victories for Adam Cole. He needs 3 to get a shot at MJF. Really good, hard-hitting match right there. Black and Cole, really strong chemistry together. 7.5 out of 10. Adam Cole, long conversation with Black in the ring. Can't hear what they're saying, but they shake hands and then upgrade that to a manly embrace. Respect is earned. Respect is earned. Yeah. Adam Cole on the microphone announces if Roddy and Cole win their 3 matches, it will be a triple threat match versus MJF at Full Gear. Adam confident both will win the 3 matches and face off against MJF together, I guess. Max shown on screen making a phone call telling someone to make a certain someone a visit. Ooh, who could it be? It's not Jay White, but Jay White is here. He gets jumped by Adam Page backstage. Adam traps White's ankle in a barricade, grabs a chair. Juice Robinson makes the save. White cuts a pissed off promo on Hangman. White will try to be the first person to make Hangman tap out. Ooh, I don't think Jay White does any submissions, so that'll be interesting. We get Chris Statlander backstage. Almost gets, killed or obliterated by an SUV driven by Camille. Monet in the passenger seat flipping out that Camille just missed Statlander instead of killing her. Chris whoops a little ass before it gets broken up. Everyone in AEW trying to seriously injure each other. What the fuck is going on? Fucking Jay White almost gets his ankle broken. Chris Statlander almost gets run over. Things are crazy. And it's getting crazier. It's Christian with the patriarchy and some extra security in the ring. Christian welcomes Kip Sabian to the club. Christian praising and hugging Kip whilst shaming Nick Wayne, who is sad. Hook makes his arrival. Christian says he needs a son like Hook. Christian admits he did take out Taz in the name of love for Hook. Trash talk goes too far when Christian wishes Taz was dead. Hook sees red, attacks the security while Patriarchy make their escape. Oh my goodness, Christian, outstanding heel work as always, making Hook, semi-interesting right now. The only thing that pissed me off is Hook. He goes in the ring, he's seeing red, he's pissed off, he chases out Patriarchy, and then he throws up his arm for the crowd. He's like, oh hey, yeah, awesome. It's like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Fucking God, Hook, you're pissing me off, bro. I'll smack you. We get a big scary man giving Don Callis an envelope full of money, a ring, and a message from MJF. Take out Adam Cole and there will be more money. Don Callis is interested. We get Penelope Ford versus Jamie Hayter up next. Ford cheap shot. While Hayter's back is turned, Ford misses the moonsault. Haterade connects out of nowhere. Jamie grabs a quick W. Damn, I was definitely expecting a lot more out of this match right here. Penelope Ford was out for 2 years with injury. Jamie Hayter was out, and they had this beef, this unfinished business, talking about it for the last few weeks, and then they have a fucking minute-and-a-half long match. Jeez, if you were running low on time, which clearly they were, they rushed the shit out of this match. Move it to next show. Oh my goodness, don't do, and they better revisit this. They better not be like, oh, it's done now. 2-year in the making rivalry. We have a 1-minute match and we're one and done. That's it. Moving on to the next thing. They better not do that or I'll smack a bitch. Main event time. Tag team match. It's Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita versus Ricochet and mystery partner Powerhouse Hobbs. He is back. Ricochet moonsaults off of Hobbs' shoulders. That was sick. Thumbs up. Hobbs with the spinning avalanche slam for Takeshita. Fletcher mean sit-out powerbomb and a doomsday device for Ricochet. Takeshita nailed with a Ricochet shooting star, but he kicks out. Ricochet uses the running knee, pins the international champion. Ricochet and Hobbs grab the W. Damn. All right, well, great to see Hobbs back in action. Not gonna lie, when Ricochet was like, oh, you forgot about this guy? I forgot about Powerhouse Hobbs for a second there. My bad, bro, my bad. But great to see Hobbs back in action, looking good, looking real good, looking jacked. He looks huge, as always. Ricochet, awesome selling. He should be getting a title shot now versus Takeshita. He just pinned him, so that would add. A good, hard-hitting main event match. 7 out of 10. Kyle and Takeshita attack after the bell. Mark Davis to the rescue. And then Cajun Archer to the rescue for Don Callis family. And then Ospreay to the rescue for the rescue. Crowd going nuts as Will Ospreay helps clear out the ring. My goodness, so many people in the ring. And that's the end of the show. Good Dynamite, storylines moving along towards full gear. Nothing too different outside of Christian being an absolute scumbag. Loving it. Hurt Syndicate, solid start. Nothing too big, just a lot of teasing. Mostly good wrestling, except for Ford versus Hayter. That was so rushed. I'm so sad and disappointed with that one. Hopefully they get time to revisit that one on another show. 7 out of 10. And with that being said, NXT wins the head-to-head Wednesday night battle in my books. The ECW show was just much better than this show. This was a pretty standard Dynamite. They didn't really do anything big. to match up against NXT, and I don't think that was their plan. It was NXT knowing they had a big show to fuck it, let's put this great show up against Dynamite and do some damage to them. So it was a smart move for WWE, and it was a loaded up show, so why not? It does defeat Dynamite in my books. And we'll finish it off with Collision in Providence, Rhode Island. We're kicking it off with House of Black, Malachi Matthews, and Brody King versus the Iron Savages and Jack Jameson. Brody dives through the ropes. That was damn impressive. That's a big man doing that. House of Black triple corner attack on Jameson, and the House of Black win in an entertaining squash match. FTR come out to the ring. FTR challenge House of Black to a match. Brody and Malachi step forward to accept. Black tells FTR, good luck. That'll be a good match. I mean, I'm just not a big fan of FTR. I say this all the time. But it could be a really good match against House of Black. I much prefer House of Black. And let's talk about the Iron Savages and Jack Jameson for just a moment here. I feel like they are the next Outrunners. They're incredibly entertaining. I love Jack Jameson just riling up the crowd during the entrances, making fun of everybody's body types and all that stuff. The Titty City, come on, dude. It's getting over. They're popular. Similar to the Outrunners. At first it was kind of a whimper, oh, okay, we kind of these guys are pretty cool, but they're always losing and stuff. They barely getting any TV time. If they give Iron Savages a win here and there on television, and who knows, man, these guys could become immensely popular. I have my eye on the Iron Savages and Jack Jameson. I really like them. We move on. It is Lio Rush, confident promo backstage. Rush pulls out his Hurt Syndicate business card, calls out Swerve Strickland for a match, and this is a good promo from Lio right here. I mean, he's a really good talker, and I would love for him to join up with the Hurt Syndicate. That would add that high-flying element to that squad. I think they could use that, and yeah, man, perfect fit. Let's do it. We get Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin with Layla Gray versus the Outrunners, Turbo and Magnum. Darius dive connects but almost takes out Gray. Top Flight argue about it, yo, watch out for Layla, damn. Outrunners rally with the scoop slams, total recall, and the Outrunners grab the dub. Really solid tag match right there. I really enjoyed the chemistry in the ring between Top Flight and the Outrunners. It works. Top Flight showing a little bit of cracks right here in the foundation. Are we going to have another breakup situation? This is happening with a lot of teams right now. Definitely not on the level of the New Day, but Top Flight, hey, is Layla the problem here? You got a lady, maybe Dante and Darius both have some love interest in this Layla, and I don't know, maybe they'll fight over it. That would be interesting. A brother fight? We've done it with the Hardy Boys a dozen times. The Dudleys have probably done it. Maybe Top Flight does it. But I don't really want them to break up. They're a damn fine team. We get the Acclaimed cutting a silly promo backstage. MVP arrives just straight up disappointed with the Acclaimed. MVP tries to recruit Caster, but Bowens cuts it off. And there's another very interesting prospect for the Hurt Syndicate. Sucks that they don't really want anything to do with Bowens. It's mostly the focus is on Caster. So we'll see where that one goes. That's also another team that's kind of been on the edge. The Acclaim, they're on different pages, and this is definitely going to make that a little bit worse and possibly drive a bigger wedge between these two and another team. I don't really want them to break up, but I mean, Max Caster, he has that. He reminds a lot of us, I would imagine, of early young John Cena, where he's rapping and he's got a lot of this spunk. He's not the greatest wrestler or anything. He's got great physique. He's good on the microphone. I don't know, man. It definitely feels like there's more there with Max Caster, but Bowens is fantastic too. And fuck, man. I don't know. I don't like teams breaking up, but it's almost a thing that they do with every tag team eventually. We move on. It is Roddy Strong versus the Beast Mortos. Beast with a mean backbreaker and a lariat. Roddy jumping knee out of nowhere pins the Beast for the resilient effort win. Really solid competitive match right there. And then Lance Archer attacks Roddy after the bell and nobody helps him. What the fuck? We get Mariah May saying she hates women's wrestling. No woman in the division is worthy of a title shot, but Anna Jay responds, challenging May to a title match. That was a really interesting promo right there from Mariah, claiming that she hates women's wrestling, being the women's champion. Interesting. We'll see where that one goes. They're going to have a match, and Mariah's going to win it, but hey, we'll see what happens. We get Chris Statlander. She has a squash match, wins that. Mercedes Moné with the sneak attack puts Chris in the bank statement and will not let go, making a statement. We move on to the TNT Championship Open Challenge match. It is Jack Perry defending against Action Andretti. All right. We get Action, sneaky roll-up, and a Falcon Arrow gets a near fall. Action, the Death Valley driver on the apron, hits a 450 splash, but Perry kicks out. Jack hits 2 running knees and retains the title. Whoa, okay, well, that was a really good effort right there from Action Andretti. I did not expect that to be such a competitive match. He brought it. Fucking Action. And Jack Perry, you know what? I would like him to do this a little bit more, have more of these open challenges, because he is kind of putting over younger up-and-coming talent like Action Andretti that can use a little bit more time. And yeah, he took it to the champion, but Perry, resilient, gets the win. And Danny Garcia, he shows up, gets in Jack's face. Garcia calls Perry a poser and a nepo baby. Garcia says he's gonna be the TNT champion. Perry tells Danny he ain't ready. Oh, well, we'll just have to find out. We get a cool light and dark Julia Hart video. It was really cool. It was like Julia in the field, like a school field. She's dressed up as a cheerleader. And then in the stands, it's like her creepy dark silhouette of Julia Hart, the scary character. And like she shot herself with an arrow or some shit. It was fucked up. But hopefully Julia Hart returns soon. I miss Julia. We get Nick Wayne bad-mouthing AR Fox's dad on the anniversary of his passing. Just a dickhead. We get a match. It's AR Fox versus Nick Wayne with the Patriarchy. Fox slick backflip into a stunner. That was damn nice. Patriarchy shenanigans allows Nick to hit the code red for the W. Solid match. Fox, really nice effort. He was great. Nick Wayne wants revenge, and he staples a picture of AR Fox's dad to his own face. Well, Wayne doesn't staple it to his face. He staples it to Fox's face. That shit was fucked up, man. I can't say I've ever been stapled in the face before, but I imagine it's not pleasant. But what is pleasant is MXM Collection having a funny interview backstage, teasing the collaboration with Johnny TV. When are we going to get it? And I love when they leave the promo, they're on a cart and someone wheels them away, but they got wheeled in the wrong direction. They got pissed off. God, I love MXM Collection. They're so friggin' awesome. Main event time. It is AEW Trios Championships on the line. Claudio, Pac, and Yuta defend against O'Reilly, Briscoe, and Ishii. Briscoe hits the chair dive and hugs some fans. That was nice. Pac nails Kyle with a tombstone. Terrible defense from Claudio and Yuta. The pin gets broken up. Yuta gets destroyed with a kick brainbuster combo, plus a lovely froggy bow from Briscoe, and even worse defense from the conglomeration. Pac comes in and makes the save. Like, come on, y'all. You guys are so unaware. Jon Moxley and Shafir show up. Oh, dear. Moxley about to get into the ring, but Orange Cassidy says, "Not today, back away." Shafir hits Kyle with the briefcase. Yuta, using a psycho knee, pins O'Reilly, and the Death Riders retain. What the fuck is up with that? Friggin' BCC and House of Black are doing that. They have, like, names within the names of their stables. Like, House of Black, they also have, like, the Defenders of the Stolen Ark or some shit. And now these guys are calling themselves Death Riders. Get rid of Blackpool Combat Club. Stupid name. Doesn't make any sense for you guys. Well, it kind of does. I mean, there are Europeans in there. But still, that was a William Regal joint. Just call yourself the Death Riders or something. I don't know. I don't like BCC. Anyway, Cassidy. Hold up now. I missed some stuff. All right. Good main event right there. Ishii throwing some stiff-ass strikes, as always. Yuta takes a lot of that stiffness. He was taking a lot of the damage. Good work from him. Briscoe, great fired-up performance. as always. 7 out of 10. Cassidy drops Yuta with an orange punch. This starts a massive brawl between the conglomeration and BCC. Moxley escapes but gets impressed by Orange's dive off of the table. He's like, whoa, wow, that was something, wasn't it? And that was something right there. Pretty solid show this week. I talked about the Iron Savages. I think they can get over big. They just need to get a win every now and again. And Hurt Syndicate adding a couple of interesting prospects in Leo Rush and Caster. Will either of them join? Will both of them join? What's going to happen with that fallout? Interesting to see what's going on there. Outside the two squash matches, wrestling pretty good throughout. Orange and Moxley feud heating up each week. Orange is getting more and more angry. I like it. 6 out of 10 for Collision. And we'll go now to the 3 stars of the week. Got a shout out. Chad Gable versus Dragon Lee on Raw. This was just such a throwback match to classic Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle matches on SmackDown back in the day. Oh, what a good little match right there. Good enough for a shout out. Now for the official 3 stars, 3rd star goes to the 10 women tag team match on NXT in Philadelphia. My goodness, I did not expect this match to hit as hard as it did. I'm not a fan of the massive tag team matches. People get lost in the shuffle, but this one was a ton of fun, lots of action, and just showcasing how stacked the women's division is right now. There's so much talent, and all this new talent coming into NXT with Julia and what the fuck is her name? Anyway, very impressive match right there. Good enough for the 3rd star. 2nd star goes to the women again. It's the women's tag title fatal 4-way match at Crown Jewel again. Even better than the 10 women tag. They just kind of built off of that, had this match at Crown Jewel, and it was dope. Really like the fatal 4-way aspect. They actually did that. They had 4 women fighting at the same time for the tag titles. It was dope. Again, showcasing how talented and deep that roster is right now. And the 1st star goes to the Conglomeration versus Learning Tree fight with no honor on Dynamite. Holy crap. This was carnage. Lots and lots of weapons, ladders, tables, big bumps, big crashes. Very entertaining. Good enough for the 1st star. And that's the show, folks. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. We are nearing Full Gear, so we'll be having a Full Gear pay-per-view review in the near future after that happens and all that great stuff. I don't even know what the next WWE pay-per-view is right now. I don't think we're really talking about it yet, so I don't know. Regardless, thank you everybody so much for listening. You're the best. You want to be even more of the best, make sure you're reviewing the podcast, sharing it around with some friends, possibly some enemies. It doesn't matter. Why not? And you can also check out the YouTube channel, Gamer GX Videos, where I upload all of these episodes in their entirety. You can watch them over there on YouTube. Great place to drop a comment on the YouTube episode. You want a question answered live on the podcast? I'd love to answer your questions. Anything about wrestling, hockey, or video games is preferred, but I'll take a shot at anything else. Why not? And there is a Twitter page where I try my best to put up announcements and what's going on and all that good stuff. And in terms of what's going on with the pod this week, first off, apologies that this review is coming out late. I had to purchase myself a fancy new toolbox the other day, and it was harder to get home than I expected. So I was dealing with that. But regardless, this week we'll have... What the fuck am I doing with the... the GamerCast is going to be a good one this week. We are doing a retro Call of Duty. Which one is it going to be? I'm not going to tell you yet. You're going to have to wait and find out on Friday when I drop that sumbitch. But it's an older Call of Duty. I know the new one's out, but I got nostalgia for the older Call of Duty, and I did an episode on that. It's a bigger episode, so be on the lookout for that one. And what else we got? The Hockey Cast this week. Oh, man. That should be coming out tomorrow. And, we got some shit to talk about, man. There's some incredibly good teams right now and some pretty bad teams right now. So we'll be discussing that and all the news and what's happening around the league. And yeah, that's it. So we'll have the recap coming out, hopefully on a better time frame this time around this week. And yeah, so there we go, everybody. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back with some GX Plus Cast.